So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Vic from Drop Spotlight. We're here with Ravi Roth, having some fun today.
Ow! Yeah, we are.
hmm How's it going, Ravi?
Oh, it's going great. How you doing, Vic?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just enjoying my time in the light.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome, awesome. So, I'm very curious for your new show, Gaycation. How much research went into finding those specific locations for the show?
So it's for the Gaycation travel show. We started researching places last July. However, because of COVID-19, a lot of the destinations that we initially had picked for our roster didn't work out because of the lockdowns. For example, we wanted to work in London and we couldn't because of COVID. We wanted to work in Seattle. We wanted to work in San Diego. So the seasons kind of morphed into what episodes we could do. And so I'd say like lots of months of research, lots of months of prep, and then kind of pivoting with how the world did with the virus.
Awesome. Yeah, it's very scary out there, but I'm glad that you're with the research you're able to find locations that
Sure.
you could show on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
And with the pandemic going on and with everyone's travel needs, how did you find specific things to not only protect yourself and your crew, but tips that you could let fans know how to protect themselves?
Well, for the Gaycation travel show, we were very focused, hyper focused on safety. That was our number one concern. Yes, we want to have fun. Yes, we want to go out. Yes, we want to see things, do activities, find obscure workouts outside the box,
Yeah.
find great restaurants. But above all, we wanted travel safety to be at the forefront. There's a few episodes in our first season of the Gaycation travel show that I didn't actually go to. We worked with some influencers and content creators and travel experts on the ground in two of the destinations, one being Brighton in the UK and one being Vancouver, because we weren't allowed to go. But we found people to work with. So I hosted from this lovely studio apartment in New York City.
Wow.
And we were able to work with them. And they did similar things that I'm doing in that finding on travel safety, finding out tips from the locals. It's been a big progression. We have only 8 episodes in the first season, but through those 8 episodes, it's a huge progression of uh, where we started with coming out of COVID into where we are right now, which is we're in a really exciting space right now with you know the people having the virus. The numbers are going down. Cities are reopening. I just came back from our final episode shooting in Chicago, and we were with the full crew, and it's just like you can see the pulse of the cities coming back to life. So yeah, focusing really heavily on safety, and then working a lot with the different tourism boards. So every city has a tourism board. They have we call them sometimes CVBs, but the tourism boards, basically, we work with them directly where they, kind of map out some places, some of their partners, some things some ideas that they have, and then we kind of, commingle and figure out what's the best way to tell the queer experience in each destination.
Awesome. That's great to hear. And we're all excited that many cities are opening up. A lot of us are already vaccinated already. So we're excited to go out there. And we're excited about your show because you're going to introduce us to things that we may have forgotten and to when we travel with not only with our families or ourselves just to get somewhere to relax, unwind.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a big thing that we wanted to really, hit the nail hit over with that expression. But one thing that we really wanted to focus on was how to prepare for certain trips and what to pack. Travel essentials, because
Yeah.
there could be a destination that you think is, like Orlando. Obviously, it's very warm. It's one of our destinations that we went to. But also at night it gets chilly, and you think it's in Florida, so you think you can just bring like tank tops and shorts. But it's practical stuff of like, oh, you're gonna definitely need sneakers because you're gonna be walking around a lot. And if you go to the parks, like if you wear flip flops, your feet are gonna get stepped on. Just practical travel advice, practical travel tips, and then expanding that into the queer history and then the fun.
Oh yeah, people will love that history as well.
Yeah.
That's really good about the travel pack. I never thought about that.
Oh yeah. And I'm the worst. I mean, I'm an overpacker to the max. But one thing I forgot was a rain jacket or an umbrella. And in Chicago, in our final episode, we were there shooting for about 4 to 5 days. And the first 4 days were, I'm not joking, like 85 to 90 degrees. Totally got sunburned. I also forgot some sunscreen. Just like, basic things that you would think you need. And then the last day it dropped to like 50 degrees. And I was wearing shorts and it was pouring rain. So just terrible, terrible choices all around. And but it's great to know. So if you go to Chicago, it's going to be up and down, unless you go in like the thick of summer or the thick of winter. And I don't advise going in the thick of winter. It's really cold there.
Noted.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited about your show. What kind of information do you want fans to know when they watch your show?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What kind of information do you want fans to get in from your show?
Well, first off, I want people to feel entertained. We want people to also feel inspired to travel, to not be afraid, to maybe follow some of the things that this wild, zany guy, Ravi, does, and say, the farm to table scene in Cedar Rapids is amazing. I want to go to Cedar Rapids and explore the food, or like go hang out with some llamas. I mean, I do a bunch of ridiculous things that in cities and destinations that you wouldn't necessarily think of. So we want people to get outside of their comfort zone, travel to spaces and places that they might know, and spaces and places they might not know. So we want you to get off your couch, and if there's a bucket list destination or if there's a place you want to go, we want to make you feel inspired and feel safe and feel prepared to go there.
Love it.
Yeah.
And lastly, where can our fans find you on social media to keep in touch with you and where you're traveling?
Sure. So for the Gaycation Travel Show, it is the Gaycation Travel Show YouTube channel and gaycationmagazine.com. That's where the show will live. We also have the Gaycation Travel Show Instagram and Twitter. And then for me, I have Ravi, R-A-V-I, Round, R-O-U-N-D, the world, alliteration, Ravi, Round the World. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok, I'm on everything else. So yeah, Gaycation Travel Show, we launch on May 14th. We start up in my city, Manhattan, and we can't wait for the world to check it out.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the interview. Fans, go check out the show on May 14th and have some fun and start getting your bucket list ready, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem. This is Vic for Drop Spotlight. We'll see you at the cons.